Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Pat Cavlin here with a look at your forecast. We've got great news with warmer weather on the way over the next few days, but things will take a turn back to some colder temperatures, at least briefly, but for the weekend. So a little bit of an up and down here still continuing. The good news, though, no winter storm, no winter weather on the horizon for us. Just another shot of some cooler weather this weekend. Boy, what a gorgeous sunset it was tonight. Sun went down tonight at 5:55. Next week, we see our first 6 p.m. sunset of the year. Things are looking up for us, even though we've got this cooler weather in place. Pretty shot there looking to the west from the Galleria. 60 degrees was the high temperature in the books today at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We woke up at 30, so look at that, a 30-degree spread in the temperatures. We should be waking up in the mid-40s this time of year. We will stay below that for quite some time. Nowhere near the record, though, of 19. All right, look at the month so far. I mean, boy, it's been a real split month. The first 10 days of the month, temperatures were well above normal. In fact, we set a couple of records in here with low to mid 80s. The middle of the month, we got back closer to the average, couple of days above normal, couple of days below. And then ever since last Thursday, temperatures have been at or below normal every single day. This week, it's been every day so far. So I think by the time the month ends, we'll be almost even here, 11 below normal days, 1 normal, 16 above. That's what we have so far. We'll see what the next few days hold in store for us. Temperatures are cooling off, though. We've got 40s and 50s across the board. Everybody will drop back into the 30s by the time we get you into tomorrow morning. Compared to this time yesterday, though, we are warmer, about 5 to 10 degrees warmer. So a bit of a noticeable difference. Maybe not so much in the city, but once you get to the outside areas where temperatures are 10 and 15 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. And as we go through the overnight, we'll see clear skies to start. So temperatures will drop fast. We'll end up in the mid-30s by 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Once we get into tomorrow morning, though, notice the extra cloud cover. There is a chance that we could see some areas of patchy fog. It's going to be very, very isolated, mainly up in the Brazos Valley, mainly out towards the Piney Woods. But if temperatures drop below freezing, any fog that forms could turn into freezing fog. That's just fog that freezes on contact. So freezes on the road, freezes on street signs, freezes on your car. Keep that in mind if you live in any of those far north and east areas tomorrow morning. You wake up, you see fog, and temperatures are below freezing. You may have some slick spots to deal with. Otherwise, though, we're quiet tonight. Nothing going on. High clouds on the horizon. Otherwise, though, we are quiet and we are dry. And we're going to be cold overnight, again, with that patchy fog by morning. Otherwise, though, temperatures upper 20s and low 30s. For tomorrow, mainly sunny. It's the warmest day yet. Highs in the upper 60s. Here comes a weak cold front. It's not going to bring us any rain. It's not going to bring us any snow. It will drop the temperatures, though, for Friday. Highs go back to the mid-50s. I do think it's a mainly cloudy day for us. And then look at what's up to the north. That is an Arctic front. That will swing through the area in time for the weekend, and that will drop our temperatures getting into Saturday. So here are the next 3 nights. Nothing extreme on the way. Near freezing for tonight. I think we're above freezing in the city tomorrow night, and then back to freezing in the city by Friday night. The numbers really drop off, though, Saturday night into Sunday morning behind that Arctic front. So our first cold batch is out of here. We're starting on the warming trend, right? We're on the up and up. Temperatures at 60 today. We'll get close to 70 tomorrow. The next cold snap dives south this weekend. We're talking about the southeast being the main area for this, but it is close enough that we get a glancing blow here. So again, we'll have one night with a hard freeze. I think it's Saturday night into Sunday, and then we moderate. The last few days, we were talking about the potential for a third cold snap. As it stands right now, I think that stays farther north and east, so I don't think we get huge impacts from it here. We'll probably see a cool down for the end of next week, but I don't think we're talking about a hard freeze again, as that, again, stays far enough to our northeast and away from us. Until then, though, boy, it's going to be another swing coming up here for the week. 68 your high temperature tomorrow. Then we drop down to 25 degrees for Sunday morning, so a huge drop in the numbers coming up for us. That should be the last real hard freeze, though, that we see, I would say, for the next week. But look at what that cold air comes with. As we put future track into motion, that's the weak front that goes through tomorrow. That will blow up into a huge storm for the East Coast this weekend. And all of this, that's cold air coming in. So that cold air comes spilling in behind that storm system for the weekend. We're talking about a north wind and temperatures that'll be in the 20s Saturday night into Sunday. We could see freezes even down through the state of Florida Saturday night. But this will be a big headline maker for the weekend. Watch it here on Future Track as we get to Saturday. We're talking about the potential for accumulating snow from coastal South Carolina and middle Georgia all the way up into the mid-Atlantic. This storm gets strong in a hurry. If this is a little farther west, we could be talking about a blockbuster blizzard for the 95 cities from D.C. all the way up through Maine. Right now, it's a close call. Looks like it goes out to sea. I'm telling you about this, though, for any travel that you may have coming up this weekend along the eastern seaboard from Maine to Georgia. This will be another impactful storm. If you're traveling tomorrow, weather looks quiet across the Northeast. Frigid, but quiet. 16 with lake effect snow in Syracuse. 13 is the high temperature in Cleveland. And 20s from Portland all the way down to D.C. In the southeast, more clouds, but we are dry from Nashville to Atlanta into Mississippi. Temperatures in the 60s through Florida and in the 40s once you go a little farther to the north. Across the Lone Star State, warm spot is Brownsville, 77 degrees for tomorrow. 50 degrees colder up in Kansas City at 27. 62 for El Paso, 50s for Midland, 60s then for San Antonio and for us here in Houston. If you want real cold, look at Minneapolis, 7 degrees tomorrow, 18 in Bismarck, 17 Chicago, 40s farther south. Into the southwest, this will be some of the best weather that you find in the country tomorrow. Sunny and 77 in LA, mid-70s for Phoenix, mild still for Salt Lake City and Denver in the 40s, San Francisco in the 60s, and in the Pacific Northwest, showers continue from Seattle to Spokane. Northern Rockies stay mild as well in the 30s and 40s. Back here at home tonight, 34 downtown, 29 for Jersey Village, 31 for Cypress, 41 for Seabrook, 49 for Galveston, 42 in Baytown, 32 Huntsville, 29 for Navasota. Tomorrow looks great. Lots of sunshine. 70 for Sugar Land, 70 for El Campo, 70 for Bay City, low 60s for Galveston, mid to upper 60s everywhere else. There's your 7-day forecast. We drop down to the mid-50s with more cloud cover on Friday. Should be a dry day, though. But that Arctic front goes through. We are frigid for Saturday, and it will be breezy as well with lots of sunshine. Temperatures in the 40s feel more like the upper 30s. Sunday morning, we are down to the mid-20s. A hard freeze possible for a lot of areas. We get back to 50 then for the afternoon, and then into the 60s for Monday and Tuesday with our next shower chance arriving by the middle of next week. That's a look at your 7-day forecast. Again, we've got another update coming up on the KHOU 11 News at 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.